Hey, horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, time to finally do another movie review, and it's time to review a special horror movie called Indigenous. Now, Indigenous is a 2014 American horror movie. It was directed by Alistair Orr, written by Max Roberts. It stars Zachary Sonatega, Lindsay McKeon, Sophia Piernis, I think it's Pearson Fold and Jamie Anderson. Jamie Anderson. Now, it was a pretty interesting horror movie. I have not seen this one before, so let's see what I thought about Indigenous. Now, the premise of this movie is pretty interesting or fascinating. We have 5 American tourists who decide to go to Panama for a spring break and have fun in the surf and sun. Suddenly find themselves in a nightmare when they encounter the legendary myth El Chupacabra. Ha 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 ha. Will they survive? We won't know unless we see the movie. Now, tell me if you heard this type of story before. We have nice-looking young people decide to go to an exotic place so they can show off their nice-looking bodies. Hey, look at my abs. Look at my big breast. Look at my ass. They get drunk. They take drugs. They have sex. Yeah, we've heard this story before. They learn about this way about a place that's so beautiful that you have to go see it, but one of the locals tells them not to go. No, you don't go there. That place is dangerous now. But of course they don't listen and they go there anyway. And at first nothing happens, and the place actually turns out to be beautiful and glorious and nice. But then they do something terrible. Now, unfortunately, they disturb something, or they go into the place where the creature goes, or wherever it is in these stories, and now they're literally fucked. Well, that's basically what we have here. This movie borrows heavily from several horror movies that have this type of setup, and while the Panama setting makes it part of the movie look good and beautiful, it's the story, it's the character, and even the so-called El Chupacabra doesn't lift this movie up to make it enjoyable to watch, nor does it add anything to this particular type of setting as well. Now, here we have 5 friends here. We have Scott and his girlfriend Stephanie, along with Eleanor, Trevor, and Charlie. They decide to head up to Panama for vacation, spring break, whatever they're doing right here. While having fun, surfing, drinking, and having sex, Scott wants to explore the Darien Gap. Now, it's a break in the Pan American Highway, where there's this large area of underdeveloped area. Now, one of the locals warns them that a bunch of young people have disappeared in that area, and some stories have even mentioned that the young people were murdered by the South African mythical creature known as El Chupacabra. Fortunately, however, a beautiful young local named Carmen takes them there anyway. After basking in the lovely waterfall, it isn't long before they encounter the creature, and now they have to find a way out before the creature kills them all. Wow! Fascinating, wasn't that? No, the one thing I'll give Alistair Orr and the filmmakers here is they definitely took advantage of the Panama setting. They have lovely shots they get from the hotel where the cast is staying in. How lovely the water looks during the surfing scene, and that beautiful waterfall area. It's bright, it's colorful, and it's sunny. Even the night scenes, it looks peaceful and possibly quiet. But unfortunately, it's really the only good thing this movie has is how beautiful it looks. Now, I don't have a problem with this story because we've seen this story all the time in horror films. The reason why we keep seeing it because most of the time it's successful. The Descent comes into mind. However, for this one, this is not successful, such as Truth or Dare that came out last year. That's not successful, and the same thing goes for this particular movie as well. Now, the one thing, I don't blame the actors here because while they look sexy and beautiful, the story doesn't allow them to be anything more than cliche characters we've seen in this type of setting before. Now, we have the nice and caring boyfriend, Scott. Now, Zachary plays him as a typical do-gooder who wants everyone to get along and really cares for his girlfriend, Steph. But unfortunately, that's all he has. There's no growth in his character. And the same thing is for Stephanie. Poor Lindsay McKeon has nothing else better to do than to look sexy in her bikini and screaming and yelling when the creature attacks. The script Mac Roberts has written does allow the audience to care enough about the characters so when the killing starts, we simply don't care. Wow, she's dead. That's about it. We simply don't care. Now, there are elements in this film, and while we do have some nice practical effects and some little gore here, I did like the design of the creature, but it certainly isn't threatening enough to make the movie somewhat scary. I mean, at least the monsters in The Descent look scary looking. The filmmakers did a terrible job of showing the creature when he attacks. They fumbled the character, and he had like these quick editing shots when he's clawing at people. I mean, come on now. We know better than to not do these quick edits. It's terrible. We want to see the creature actually attacking people, not quick edits. So, they did do a pretty good job as far as filming this film. It looks great, looks fantastic. But unfortunately, the creature is kind of lackluster. The actors don't give any lift to the story. It's just, well, yeah, this is it. Come enjoy it. But they don't do anything else to add anything new. Again, we have lots of elements borrowed heavily from The Descent. If you want to watch something better than this, watch The Descent. I even actually think Truth or Dare is a little bit better than this one. And that's saying something. So, the Horror Miser is going to open up his vote. And I'm going to give Indigenous 1.5 out of my 5 gold coins. Just only going to give this 1.5 out of my 5 gold coins. What are you going to do? It's I've seen worse, but I've seen much better. So, my horror fans, have you seen Indigenous? What did you think about it? Do you actually enjoy this type of film, or do you think it was rather lackluster? Leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about Indigenous. So, that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because it does help the channel a lot. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. Ha! Vince, take us home. We're out.
Ha 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 ha!